I think this is a crucial conversation for any travel professional nowadays. First of all, we're looking at enormous amounts of data, whether you're a travel company or a card company or any kind of provider. You're sitting probably on a lot of data, not necessarily using it in the best possible way. There's an expression or a phrase that we like to use at Google, analysis paralysis, which describes the fact that we're sitting on so much data and trying to analyze everything that we have, which is sometimes ineffective and doesn't lead to good decision making. So I think the way we approach data and data management and our understanding of customers is really crucial to any company, Google in particular.
We process about 100 billion transactions in a year across the world. So, and each of those transactions is an event. It's a glimpse on what a customer is doing, where they're doing it, what are they purchasing, and that allows us then to have a lot more insights around our customers. You know, whether that's sharing that information with our issuers or with other stakeholders like merchants, and that allows us again to provide. Since we have these insights, we understand the customer, their preferences, their lifestyle, their attitudes, even their psychographic mindsets. We can actually provide them with very tailored experiences during that event. And if that event is travel, then we know when they're traveling. And typically, you book your ticket a few weeks before you actually travel. So because we know that event is occurring, and because we have so much insights on our customers, we can actually tailor their experience before travel, during travel, and after travel.
What we are sort of good at is the analysis of transactional data. What we are not good at, and where we need people to help us with, whether it's Visa or Google, is knowing more about the customer. So for us, traditionally, the customer has been anonymous. So in a cash transaction, for example, if that's 48% of your business, you have no idea about who the customer is. On the credit card transactions, we have a better idea of who the customer is, but we have to be very careful in terms of what we do with that information because of PCI DSS compliance, privacy issues, and so on. So what we would really like is stick to what we do well, which is handling sales transaction data, and then take the help of people like Visa on the physical stores that we have and get insight from them into what else a customer is doing if he is a customer of ours.
Then how do we define loyalty? When we say we want to find the sweet spot of loyalty, whether it's in Dubai duty free or Google Travel or in Visa, how do you, from your perspectives, actually define what is loyalty?
So for example, I work with large airlines, and ideally in their world, loyalty would mean that you always go to that airline's website directly when you're looking for a flight. You don't go to a meta search. You're not exploring dozens of different options. You go specifically there and you opt for that airlines, even if they're a bit more expensive, even if they don't have the most convenient flight times for your destination, but you still choose to do that because you have an overall understanding why you like that brand. And I think as a traveler, I like being loyal to brands because it makes my life and it makes decision making for me easier. And I think we've all experienced a situation where we were frustrated by having too much information, by having too many options, and we're constantly questioning our choices. Have I done the right thing? Maybe I could have gotten this ticket or this hotel at a better price. Maybe I should cancel it. And this kind of questioning is very frustrating for the customers. So if you're at a point where you can be comfortable with the brand and using their services and being loyal, I think it's a great place to be, both for the customer and for the brand.
If we were to get together a year from now, you will have exponentially more data than we do today. There's so much data. How do we use that in a way that doesn't add complexity to travelers, but actually simplifies it regardless of the volumes that are coming through?
I think often people start with data and then look for a home in it. So it's more of a push type of approach. I would say it should be more of a pull type of approach. Start with the journey, start with the customer, make it customer centric, and then look to answer some of the questions that you're coming up with through data, if it's possible.